A profile in courage departs the United States Senate. All that and more now on Graff's Grievances. My 20-year-old self would never have imagined I would be writing what I share with you today. United States Senator Mitt Romney is the epitome of a profile in courage. For almost a decade now, the 76-year-old Republican has denounced Donald Trump and his vile politics. It all began long before Trump was ever elected president of the United States. In March of 2016, Romney delivering a scorching indictment of Trump, calling the Republican presidential candidate a, quote, phony, a fraud, a misogynist, and a bully who threatens America's future. Romney's denunciation of Trump, a reemergence for him on the national scene after he lost the 2012 presidential race to Democratic incumbent President Barack Obama. The 2012 Republican presidential nominee making clear that Trump should not be the future of the GOP. Yet despite Romney's plea, Republicans chose the marketing guru to be their standard bearer in 2016. And after Trump's miraculous victory over Democrat Hillary Clinton in the general election, Romney decided he wasn't done with politics just yet. The former Republican governor of Massachusetts announcing he would run for Senate from Utah, saying that Trump was not a role model for his grandchildren. And just 2 years into Trump's term, Romney would join the upper chamber when he was elected to be Utah's junior senator. Romney also becoming just the second U.S. senator in history to have previously served as a governor of another state. Yet despite Romney's significant political experience, he found himself at odds with the majority of his Senate Republican colleagues who remained publicly loyal to Trump and defended Trump's worst abuses of power. This tension coming to a head in 2020 when Romney shocked the world by voting to convict then President Trump at his first impeachment trial. Romney saying Trump was, quote, guilty of an appalling abuse of public trust for pressuring Ukraine to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden. Romney, not only the lone Republican senator voting to convict Trump, but also the first senator in U.S. history to vote to remove a president of his own party from office. The implications of such a courageous decision not lost on the wealthy former CEO who came under enormous pressure from his colleagues to back Trump. Following Trump's acquittal, he began to relentlessly attack Romney, calling the Republican a, quote, secret asset of the Democratic Party and a, quote, failed presidential candidate. Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., calling on Romney to be, quote, expelled from the GOP. And the Republican National Committee, run by Romney's niece, sending out a fundraising email saying Romney, quote, turned his back on Utah with his vote to convict Trump. Even the sometimes anti-Trump Republican Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, said he was, quote, disappointed with Romney's vote. But despite all of this blowback, including from his own constituents in Utah, who overwhelmingly voted for Trump over Democrat Hillary Clinton by 18 points, Romney did not stop and continued to follow the courage of his convictions. Just weeks after the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, Romney again voted to convict now former President Trump at his second impeachment trial. This time, however, Romney was not alone. 6 of his Republican colleagues joined him, voting in favor of convicting Trump for inciting an insurrection as President-elect Joe Biden's election victory over Trump was being certified. Important to remember in all of this is that Romney, despite first getting elected to public office as a Republican from the bluest of blue states, is no moderate. Not only did he win the Republican Party's presidential nomination just 11 years ago, but in the US Senate, Romney has voted with his party 83% of the time and is more conservative than at least 3 of his Republican colleagues. What makes Romney a profile in courage is that he always puts country over party. He refuses to be browbeaten into submission despite the overwhelming and continuous pressure he receives from his constituents, colleagues, and the de facto leader of his party, Donald Trump. And that is why I am sad to hear that he will not be seeking re-election to the US Senate next year. Thank you for your service to our country, Senator Romney. Thank you all for watching Graph's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe and join me tomorrow for more.